This is my 330i, and if I were to leave it at that, there'd be nothing special about it. It's a 330i, but let me tell you about my 330i. This car is the enthusiast 330i, and for two main reasons that we're going to get into in this video. So stay tuned and let me tell you why this particular BMW 330i is different from probably every other 330 you've seen. Let's get into it. Now you're probably wondering what I mean by that, because looking at the car, although it is a very clean, nice car, you've probably seen these rolling down your local street at some point, and that's true. I'm not denying it, you probably have. You've seen an F30 chassis going down your street, but not this particular spec of car. And you can't tell from just looking at the outside, although one of the two things that does make this car special is what's called the M Sport package, as most of you watching this probably know. It's a combination of things BMW will put on or in your car to make it look and perform better. Some of the most noticeable being the M Sport bumpers and, you know, your rear diffuser, if that's part of your package, your full interior, which is probably the most noticeable thing for you as the driver, and it even goes to the brakes, the suspension, if you're spec'd out like that. So this car has most of it. And the other thing about this car that makes it so desirable and rare is it has a 6-speed manual transmission. So that, comboed with the M Sport package, is a very rare thing to find in 330s. And I wasn't aware of that when I bought the car. See, I've had this car for about 2 years now, and when I bought it, I had just sold, I had an E46, and I sold that. I was looking every single day on AutoTrader, CarGurus, anything, and this popped up because my E46 was a manual. And, you know, I'm into manual cars, so naturally I wanted the next step up of a BMW in a manual. And this popped up. And it popped up within a couple weeks of me looking for a new car. So I messaged the guy, we went out and we got it. But, you know, fast forward 2 years and I'm looking to sell this car. It is currently listed on Cars and Bids, and I'm looking around, you can't find them. I mean, if you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Go on any website that sells cars and try and find one. You probably can't. I think I found one BMW 330i without an M Sport package with a manual. But then again, it's not the same, and everyone watching this should agree that if you're sitting in an M Sport interior, it's a fully different experience than a base non-M Sport interior. And I will stand by this. If you're a true enthusiast, you are gonna buy an M Sport package, or should I say a car that has an M Sport package, unless you plan on, you know, adding M bumpers to it and retrofitting the car and all that stuff. But I'm not that deep into it, so I don't do that. Anyways, I'm gonna show you around the car more and just let you know why, again, this car is so special. So let's get into that. So like many other BMWs, this car, if you hold your key near it and you press there or just rest your hand over it, it will unlock and then you can open the door. And when you do, in this car, you are greeted with the beautiful M Sport interior with a 6-speed manual transmission. And to me, that's so crazy to say as I've grown to learn how rare these are. And to own one is truly special. Now let's take you further into the interior to show you kind of what's gotten with the M Sport package, and so you can see more of this manual car. So as you're getting in, the first thing you notice is part of your M Sport package. Small, yes, but it's these small touches that make this car and other cars with the M Sport package special. This is your little doorstop, or whatever you want to call it. And you can see there very clearly, it's an M Sport. And climbing into the car, 2.5, you have, only included with your M Sport package, is this nice, very desirable M Sport wheel. And I think this is one of the big differences between your non-M Sport 330i and M Sport. I might insert a picture of what the non-M Sport one looks like, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with me. You probably will. And now moving on to the most important part of this car, this beautiful shift knob linked to our manual transmission. Yeah, it's a manual, and it's rare, and I've said it 1,000 times, but that's why this car is so special. And here is next to it your handbrake. You know, with a manual, you're going to want a handbrake. And if that wasn't enough, you got 3 pedals and pink Crocs. One more note to add is these seats are M Sport seats. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, so comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure these seats only are with the M Sport cars with the additional side bolstering and, you know, sporty look. But there are these seats, and if they're not associated with the M Sport package, I still love them. They are by far the most comfortable seat I've sat in. Moving back over to the front of the car here and continuing our M Sport package journey throughout the car, if you want to call it that. This whole bumper, so from here down, is what you're getting with the M Sport package. The way it looks, this little mouth, if you want to call it that there. And the aftermarket stuff I have on here is these double slitted M grills, which I think make a little bit of a difference, and your splitter, which also makes the car appear lower without having to install lowering springs or coilovers or anything, and it just gives the car, as you can see, a nice look to it. Moving to the rear end of my 330i, you're greeted with a Keys Motorsport carbon fiber spoiler. And then down here we have a rear diffuser. These two are aftermarket, as you probably know, and just bring the rear end of this car looking a little more aggressive. You know, if you're driving behind it, you can tell that this is upgraded, but in a good way. It's not overkill. And continuing our M Sport package throughout the car, I'm pretty sure you get a rear bumper that's slightly different than the non-M Sport. So in my opinion, it's not the biggest difference, but it's definitely a small one that adds to the other small ones that snowballs, and it just gives you a better looking car. So guys, that pretty much wraps up this video, but I do want to mention one more thing if I haven't said enough already. This car has been a dream to own and drive. Although being a 330i, I think I've told you guys enough that it's not just a regular 330i. So what do I say to the people watching this that might be interested in the car? Whether that be a guy who's never had a BMW or a guy who's had multiple BMWs that wants this car, I would say it's great, and I would say if you can find one that's clean, by all means buy it. It's a great car for somebody who wants to get into BMWs because it's not going to be too much power, it's not going to be too much to handle, but it's going to be a perfect balance of quality and sportiness combined with that raw feeling of shifting the car yourself. And to the more enthusiast spec guy who's been in the BMW world for a while, you probably haven't owned one of these. And is it going to be like an M3? No. But if you want a cool car that's rare, that you can take out whenever you want in daily drive and just throw it around, and it's an awesome, fun car, this is your car. So really, I think it can be interesting to multiple different types of people. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot, and maybe for the first time seeing a manual 330i. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.